It's year 2022. FANG is booming, COVID is ending soon, and everything seems like it's coming back to normal. Ah, shoot. So I just graduated, and yeah, this job market sucks. I think if someone told me a year ago that this job market sucks, I wouldn't have believed it. Now, I kinda do. Of course, I did graduate with the classic biology degree, and before anyone is like, yeah, no wonder you're finding jobs. Like, bio degrees suck. It does, but every degree sucks right now, to be completely honest. And honestly, unless you were an intern for a company for an extended period of time, no one will even consider you for an entry-level job. Using university resources was basically worthless, since most of the jobs that they were giving me were bottom-of-the-barrel irrelevant jobs that no one wanted for very, very, very good reasons. Or they wanted a master's degree, which it seems like everything was headed. So after applying to like 100+ jobs, I swear no one was reading my resume or something. And I think I've gotten only like a few screenings and an interview, which I was definitely inadequate for. I don't know why I applied, to be honest. It was like some crazy tech job. And also most of my recruiters just ghosted me. It definitely feels like no one's actually hiring and just putting job listings right now. That's what it feels like. Because honestly, I haven't gotten an email in a while. And for the people who were telling me to cold apply, I got rejected like 10 times from different grocery stores and pharmacies. They either told me to apply online, which works, and then the job is completely filled already, or they ghost me. Like, what the heck? I think one time I literally walked into a pizza place and asked a chain pizza place for a job, and they weren't even hiring, and their website said they were. So it definitely feels impossible to navigate this job market right now. It's not like I don't have experience either. I've had a job before. I've had a university job too, and they're pretty adequate, I'd say, like in terms of like insurance, data entry and stuff like that. But like, I still can't find like an entry-level job. And it's also not like I'm super specialized either, which could have been the issue. But I think my resume is decent enough where I do have experience around like industry and stuff like that. So I'm wondering how I'm not even finding a job, and all the jobs right now are borderline terrible. I luckily do have parents that are somewhat supportive. Of course, they do have the talk where they're like, what are you going to do with your life? I mean, yeah, that kind of sucks. That talk kind of sucks because it just makes you feel more like a bum. But like, what can I do, guys? Like, I'm literally trying to find a job right here. It's also kind of demoralizing when your passions don't align with how you feel. And especially when your peers or family don't really accept your passions either. It's not like they don't fully accept, like they're gonna like kick me out of the house. I know some people who that did happen. It's kind of unfortunate, but I'm very sorry for them. But it's definitely very demoralizing, especially since you just want to do what you want to do. But yeah, I kind of just want to make this video to actually de-stress. And I kind of want to like show what I've been doing to kind of combat this unemployment cycle, because right now it sucks. I think hobbies are a great way to ease your stress about being unemployed in this job market right now. I think as long as it's in moderation and it doesn't break the bank, I think it can be healthy. But social media is absolutely awful. And I've been sucked in social media for like a few months before graduation. I'm a victim too, it's okay. And it's honestly really, really unfulfilling. Social media is somewhat decent if you're using it as a complement for said hobbies, like learning anatomy or looking at or learning, I don't know, piano. But then it tries to spam you with like some random ad or like some random reel that's like completely irrelevant, and then you get like sucked in like the real loophole and you're just like, bruh. I started picking up video editing again and stuff like that because it honestly feels more productive than scrolling through social media for like an hour and realizing I wasted an hour of my life. But also I kind of just want to hone my skills again, especially since I'm so burnt out with all the outside pressures and stuff like that. I just want to do something I wanted that I really enjoy. So while you're searching for jobs, definitely just pick up things you used to do. And I'm not saying that like, oh, you have to. No, just relax, but do something fun and just try to make the most out of it. I do think that this kind of falls into hobbies as well, but I used to study Japanese back in university. I thought it was pretty fun. I did get burnt out from Japanese, well, just academics in general, and that's reflected in my Japanese. So yeah. But it's nice to see I can still understand some things still, and I've been just trying to learn a little bit again, like looking at Genki 1 or 2. I don't know if I would actually go back to it though, because yeah, the usual trap is like, oh, you should learn a language in your free time. It doesn't really work. Unless you have the tools to actually help you learn a different language. You kind of just need that mindset of constant exposure therapy, or else you'll just be really, really bad at the language. You won't learn, and you definitely don't want to sound like that Japanese Roblox girl either.
Japanese a hard language.
So I think reading is actually really, really good for you. I think that reading is one of the few things that keep me at a peace of mind. Of course, I think nowadays contemporary literature is pretty flowery. I don't know why, but like, I'm just like, why do I need to know this vocabulary? But keeping up with the local news is completely fine. I think news is probably the best way to own actual like words you'll probably use. It's not as good as proper education, of course. Like, education is 1,000 times better if you are looking for more specialized things. But like, going back to school really blows if you don't even have a great professor, or you're not even interested in the outcome or topic, you know? I started rereading the books I also read in high school. They still kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty boring. But I do understand why I had to read things now. Like The Prince by Machiavelli. That book is honestly super boring. Okay. I think it's just the language in that book. Maybe my translation is buns or something. But I mean, it's a decent read, but it's just like the literature kind of whatever. Honestly, these days, it's the worst. It's hard to apply to jobs. You're constantly being berated by your family, even your friends, for being unemployed. And unless they fully see the effort you're doing, you're placed next to a homeless degenerate in their mind. Honestly, just do what you can. See what life skills you can further develop. And people are bound to berate you for being in this situation. So it's just best to ignore it and just do something else with your life. I do want to do something in research and development, in food or whatever, because that's one of like the few things that's like really cool to me. But at the same time, I'm just spending my time. All I can say is good luck.